Hey, I'm Melissa, and I just wanted to share this for anyone who's gone through something like I have. When I was 18, I had an abortion, and I had years and years of self-image issues and lived through a lot of shame because I just couldn't understand how God could forgive me. I didn't know that His love would surpass everything. And I went through a lot of therapy, but it was this one vision that He gave me that helped me understand this true power of forgiveness and how to live a life that was not filled with shame. So I share this with you in hopes that it will encourage you. Here's the vision God gave me. I saw my body lying on this table, and I felt my spirit rise up out of my body, and now I feel like I was full of God's power. And I said to the two nurses that were down at the bottom of the table there, I said, "Get out now. You have no right to be here." And they heard God's righteous anger through me, and they got out. And the next thing I know, I have a blunt object in my hand, and I am smashing the room to bits. Every single piece of that room has been totally desecrated, except my body that's still lying on that table. And then I see a little girl, and I know in that instant, that's my daughter, that's Sarah. And I ran to her, and I grabbed her, and I pulled her to me, and I said, "Sarah, you're mine, you're mine." And I knew that God was right here next to me. And God takes His huge loving arms and He puts them around both of us, and He says, "You're mine." And then I looked down at her and I was like, "Sarah, I'm so sorry. How could you ever forgive me?" And she says, "Mommy, I've already forgiven you. You just have to forgive yourself." And then I looked up to God, and I'm like, I still don't know how to do that. Because I look over here at the table and I see my body is still lying on the table. I did that. That was my decision. And I said, "God, how can you forgive me?" And He said, "My son." And it was then that I realized that there has been this golden light next to us the whole time. And this is Jesus. And I look up and I can kind of make out His face a little bit through the light. And He takes His arms and He puts His arms over me and over Sarah. And we are now completely encircled in the light of Christ. It's like He's disappeared. We are in Him. And I look up, and now I see God and how God sees us through the light of Christ. And then I look over there. There's my body again on that table. Still, it's hard for me to let go. I don't know how. And then God says two things. As far as the east is from the west. And He pulls us off the earth, and I see the earth like a big ball, and under it there's a black funnel, and I watch as the whole room collapses in on itself, all the little pieces and particles now, including my body that was left on the table, my flesh and bone, taken and put all down. It's completely disappeared before it even hits the funnel and goes out into complete outer space, never to be seen or heard again. Then He takes me up to this green hillside, and Sarah's standing there right in front of me, and He takes my hands and He puts my hands into hers, and He says, "Now this is what's real. This is now." I hope that my sharing this vision with you has encouraged you, and if you need help, I've got some links that you can check out below. Some really good people, some counseling, and some pregnancy resource centers. And I would love to make this into a short film. If anybody out there wants to donate, feel free. Thanks.